I'm going to be living in the most luxurious airports in the world for the next 100 hours. Like this airport with a trampoline park, an airport with a high-tech gaming lounge, even this secret airport lounge typically reserved for celebrities. Up first is Singapore, and this place doesn't even feel like an airport. When you first walk in, you see this gigantic indoor waterfall. It's called the Jewel, and it's the largest indoor waterfall in the world. There are tons of things to do here in between flights, like walk through this butterfly garden, watch a movie at this 24-hour theater, if it wasn't closed, or win some prizes at this arcade.
Come on.
Well, try to win a prize. I have a lot to get done before my next flight, but not a lot of time because I want to experience everything that this airport has to offer. Like this huge trampoline net that overlooks the entire airport.
All right, here we go. Here's the entrance.
When you climb up there, you get a pretty awesome view.
The highest point you can see the Jewel from. I'm so tired.
And this place only gets weirder. Like this mirror maze, which is nearly impossible to navigate. If it weren't for this pool noodle, I could actually get hurt.
This is crazy. I truthfully cannot tell what is a mirror and what isn't.
This maze can actually make you feel really dizzy.
I think I'm super lost. I've passed the same people like 3 times.
Luckily, I did manage to find my way out.
I only smacked like 5 people. So.
I was in the mirror maze for a while, and now I have to leave for the next airport really soon, which just so happens to have the #1 ranked airport lounge in the world. But first, this slide. And of course, it's the world's largest indoor slide.
12 meters. Here we go. Oh, it's a little slower than I would have thought. Oh, there we go. Oh! Not bad.
I also found this micro hotel where you can get your own tiny room.
There's just a bed, a TV, and a bathroom all packed in here, but it's perfect.
And now it is time to head to the most over-the-top and most luxurious airport lounge in the world by taking the fanciest plane in the world. On the second floor of this plane, I found my own first-class cabin.
Whoa.
For just $20,000, you get a chair that can fully recline and spin around.
That was fun. The flight attendant just brought me this little bear and said, "I saw your phone background," which is this. She said, "I thought your daughter would really love that." Boy, it's a son, but this is still so cute. It's a little cheerleader bear.
There are 2 TV screens. The first one is right here in front of my chair, and then the second one is much bigger and is over on this wall. And that's because this right here turns into a bed. Each ticket also comes with a pajama set, slippers, earplugs,
And a $150 bottle of Voyage de Parfumeur.
There's a lot more to this cabin, like a vanity that holds high-end headphones, a control center, and a door for total privacy.
Everything is so well thought out.
I was even served a 5-course meal for dinner that included this baked lobster.
The menu on board has a few options for dinner, but Singapore Air has a program where you can book the cook ahead of time. What that means is if you pre-order your meal before your flight, you can choose from tons and tons of different options from different chefs all over the world. Like, for example,
After dinner, I went into the biggest bathroom in the sky to change into my soft, way too expensive pajamas. When I came back out, my bed was already made. It was time for me to get some sleep, but I was too excited because I just booked the world's only private airport lounge. But first is the largest and #1 ranked public airport lounge in the world.
welcome to Doha, Qatar.
It doesn't have a giant waterfall, but it does have this huge teddy bear in the middle of it. His name is Lamp Bear, and he's definitely a special
A
guy.
member of the Qatari royal family purchased this teddy bear for $6.8 million. His main reason for putting it right here in the middle of the airport was to have a sense of comfort. He wanted people to feel comfortable when they came to the airport. There's even an entire rainforest-themed garden inside of an airport. I'm really enjoying these fake parrot noises.
Walking around, you literally forget that you are in an airport.
I actually feel like I'm in nature right now.
And don't forget about my favorite cafe inside the airport, the Oreo Cafe. Yep, every single item on the menu is Oreo themed. No, I didn't order one of everything, that would be crazy. Obviously there's tons of high-end shops and restaurants, but what makes this place stand out is in here, the Qatar Airways business class lounges. You can rest in one of the 1,000 seats available next to this reflection pool, but there's seriously so much more to see. There's a movie theater, a gaming room with some faulty consoles.
Well, none of these games actually work, so that was a bust. Well, you know a lounge is luxurious when there's a Louis Vuitton restaurant. For just a cool $412, you can have a meal.
And even an entire gym.
This is actually a pretty nice gym. There are free weights, cardio machines, and even a squat rack.
But I had to check out the best part of this airport lounge, the airport spa. Massages, jacuzzi, and even a pool.
I'm literally swimming laps and watching people go through security at the same time.
Then I hit up the jacuzzi.
I was thinking this was kind of pricey. It cost $75 for the 30-minute massage and access to everything in here. Now I've completely changed my mind.
I actually got really tired from the spa, so I rented one of these private sleeping pods. Each one comes with a free blanket, and even better,
they gave me pajamas.
it may be a bit hard to sleep here though, since it's literally in the middle of the lobby.
I have to be the most stylish person in Doha right now.
Luckily, there is a second option. It's entire hotel rooms. I don't know why I didn't try this first. It was cool to have this hotel room, but it definitely won't compare to the private celebrity lounge that I have booked later on. Today I have a big day ahead of me though, because I am traveling to
the largest airport in the world.
This is the Istanbul airport, and it covers 30 square miles. Like, it's basically the size of Miami.
You can literally rent a scooter to get to your gate because it's so big. This is awesome.
There's a lot of ground to cover. You can buy a plane ticket on this 3D interactive globe. You can be serenaded by this self-playing piano that's right here. Or even order a massage therapist while you eat, I guess?
I have no idea what this is. Salty yogurt.
The best spot in this entire airport is this luxury gaming lounge. And it has next-gen gaming consoles with these pretty crazy gaming chairs.
This golf simulator.
And there's actually something pretty intense in here. This VR flight experience literally gives you wings. Okay, I wasn't that impressed. One of the cool parts about flying into the Istanbul airport is that if you have a layover here on Turkish Airlines, they will actually provide you a free city tour while you wait for your next flight. They give you free meals, and you get to see some cool sights.
I've been to Istanbul once before. This is one of my favorite cities in the world. So beautiful, the streets are clean, the food is absolutely incredible. And what a cool service that they do these tours for free.
We visited the famous Blue Mosque, a local market to try some street food, and an ancient palace. And the fact that all of this is free is just a huge perk. Now let's head to LA to visit the secret celebrity lounge. And on my way, I have a layover in New York. So I booked a night at this retro hotel that's inside of an abandoned airport terminal. This place definitely takes you back in time. In the main lobby, you can grab a drink either in this retro sunken lounge or inside this reconstructed 1950s aircraft. But there's even weirder things to see, like this room that's just one big game of Twister. It is kinda hard to play alone though. My room isn't anything special, but the best part of this hotel is up on the top floor.
It's also about 2 degrees out here, and this is not the best idea I've ever had.
The pool is heated up to 95 degrees, so is actually quite relaxing, and you definitely can't beat this view. Okay, quick travel hack I have to share as I'm traveling all around the world to these different cities. This trip would have been way more stressful without an eSIM. USIMS is an app I downloaded before flying out, and it gives me instant access to internet anywhere I land. No physical SIM cards, no hunting for Wi-Fi, no QR codes. I literally just open the app, pick a plan for the region, and I'm connected automatically. What I love is that you can choose between prepaid data or global plans depending on where you're headed. I grabbed a plan for Europe and Asia as I'm hopping around to a bunch of different cities, and it's been super reliable for maps, uploading Instagram stories, and staying connected with my loved ones at home. If you travel a lot or even just once a year, USIMS is a must-have app. It works in almost every country and you don't have to deal with the SIM swap. It's a game changer. I'll leave it in the link below. Let's go see more airports. It was nice to finally stay at a hotel, but now it's time to head to my own personal lounge at LAX.
Onto the runway, where a private car is waiting for us.
I brought my family along because this place is just too good for one person.
This is insane.
The car drove us right past other planes that were taxiing on the runway.
Hi, plane.
And when we arrived, they escorted us around to our own personal lounge.
Hi, good morning.
This place was loaded with free stuff. Tons of snacks, drinks, and they even had children's books for linen.
First thing that jumps out right when we walk in here, there's an entire plate of caviar.
It was crazy. The more we looked around, the more free things we saw.
I don't even know what this is. Oh, a neck pillow. My phone charger just broke last week, so don't mind if I do. And then check this out. This is the bathroom. You can take any of these that you want.
I don't think I can even take all of this stuff home. My bag is already stuffed. They even served us a complimentary breakfast.
I don't normally eat fish eggs for breakfast, but went in the PS lounge, I guess. You want a caviar cheers me?
Doha. Cheers. It's better than I remember.
It's so good.
You can order a massage,
There's also a barber to get a haircut, a spa.
but for some reason, I decided to go with a manicure. And it was at this moment that I felt completely overwhelmed by how nice this place was. There was so much free food, and I just kept getting escorted everywhere. I'm glad I got to experience everything that these places had to offer. Okay, except the restaurant massage. I can't do that. That's just too weird.